Hi, Monica from Two Paws Up Dog Sports. Today we are going to do stage 3 and nose work. So stage 1 was last week and we kept our tin in our hand and our dog had It's Your Choice between the food hand and the tin. So your dog learned to go to the tin, and when he went to the tin he got paid for going to the tin. The second stage of last week was to stay with the tin. So to mark and reward when the dog's nose was on the tin, and for him to understand to stay with the tin with his nose on the tin. Then what we were marking was that we were trying to get the dog still. So I was marking Teak for keeping her legs still. So when she stopped moving and her nose hit the tin, that's when I marked and rewarded her on the tin. So after I got a few sessions like that, she started to realize that when she put her nose on the tin and she stood still, that's what I was looking for, and that's what she was getting paid for next. So the next stage after that is what we're going to do today. So once the dog realizes or understands to stay with the tin, doesn't go to the hand, the food hand, stays with the tin, holds his nose on the tin, and he stays still with the tin, that's when I go to the next stage. And the next stage is I start to lower my hand towards the ground. I would like my hand to get all the way on the ground with the tin in my hand. And eventually I start to slowly pull my hand away from the tin till the tin is on the floor without my hand around it. You will find that there could be some new behaviors that your dog will do. One behavior your dog can do as the tin lowers is he might lay down. Let's say his nose is on the tin but he's lying down. Do not reward the dog for lying down and touching the tin. You then need to just say ready, throw out, and try again. What I would do would be raise the tin just a little bit higher and see if the dog can resume standing up with his nose on the tin and still. Reward that, throw out, put the hand in the tin just a little bit lower. So I wouldn't start all the way up here and go right down to the floor. I do it in slow sections all the way down. Also, don't try to do it all in one session, that the dog, you go from here and down. I do it in a few sections, okay? A few sections and a few sessions, sorry. Tiki, bed, bed. So those are the stages to slowly go down. Now, remember, don't do too many rewards at the tin. You need to do a couple at the tin, release your dog to a cookie. It's very important that they come back into the search. They wouldn't stay at the tin for a long period of time. I need them to think about leaving and coming back into the search. All right, so I'll get started once Tiki gets up on her bed. Go on your bed. On your bed. On your bed. Good girl. So you have prepared your odor. Okay, so it's been sitting in the tin. The Q-tips have been sitting in the tin for a little bit. I have my bucket of cookies. Remember, if you have only 1 or 2 cookies left in your hand, be sure you release the dog off the tin and reward them throwing a cookie. Then take the tin away and refill your hand with cookies again. If your dog comes to you by the time you refill your hand with cookies and you weren't ready yet, just throw out another cookie and then start. All right? So, okay. Get it. So I'm going to start at where we were at last. Yes, and that is about this level. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is slowly put it down. Yes. I'm going to only do one more here. Yes, good. And now I'm going to throw out. Okay, there's cookie under, so she's going to get it. Ready, get it. So now I'm going to go down a little bit more. Yes, good. Yes, good. Cookie under my hand, she's going to get that one more time. Yes, good. Ready, ready, get it. Okay, I'm going to go down a little bit lower. Yes, good. Yes, good. All right, I'm going to change her direction a bit. Ready, get it. Hopefully this is better. Not really. Yes, good. Ready, get it. Good, that's good direction. So her feet are still, her nose is on the tin. Yes. I mark it with a yes and a cookie's coming. Yes. Not concerned about her wagging tail. That's her just being happy. Yes, good. Ready, get it. Okay. Kennel up, or bed. Lie down, down. So that was a good session. So I went from about here, let's say about 6 or 8 inches off the ground. And then I went to here and I went to here. So that was one session. I have gotten it to the floor, so I know T can do her freeze on the floor. So let's pretend I did a few sessions over the next few days, and now I'm going to work the last few inches to the ground, okay? Okay. Get it. Get it. I'm going to get her to go over here. It's a better angle. So now I'm going to work from the 2 inches off. Yes. Yes, good. Yes, good. Okay, I'm going to throw out. Ready, get it. Now I'm going to put my hand on the ground, but the tin is still in my hand. Yes. Ready, get it. I'm going to try to change your direction so you can see. Yes, so my hand is on the ground, but the tin is in my hand. Ready, get it. Now what I'm going to do is place the tin on the ground. Ready, 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 get it. But my hand is next to it. Yes, good. Ready, get it. I got to restock. So, and that was pretty good. Bed, 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 bed. Lie down, down. Good. So I went from 2 inches off the ground to my hand on the ground with the tin in my hand. And then I went to my hand out from underneath it and my hand just touching it. Now what I'm going to do this next session is I'm going to slowly pull my hand away from it, and so it's not a part of it anymore. Another thing your dog could start to do also when the tin gets to the ground is that he might put a paw on it. He might paw it, he might move it, he might somehow move the tin. If your dog moves the tin with his foot, that he maybe touches his nose on it and then kicks it with his foot, I want you not to reward that. You need to reset them, ready, get it, and try again. If your dog keeps knocking it with his foot, I need you to put it back into your hand and work that last couple inches off the ground again. We don't want the dog to think the pawing of the tin is a part of the alert. All right. Some people do have pawing at hides as their alert. You will get it will bite you later, because judges will penalize dogs with points off for disturbing the hide by pawing it. So I never reward my dog if they use their paws to tell me where the hide is. So they need to really understand that their nose gets as close as possible to where the hide is, and that they stand still and stare where the hide is. And that is my alert. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my hand next to it, and I'm going to slowly move my hand away until my hand is not a part of it anymore. All right, I'm going to refill. Okay, get it. Get it. So I'm going to have my hand just next to it. Yes. Good. Yes, good. Ready? Get it. Yes, good. So I've now pulled my hand away from it a bit. Yes, good. Yes, good. Okay, I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to take my hand right out of it. So now I'm going to take my hand right out of it. So my food hand's going to be available. Yes, good. Yes, good. Ready? Get it. Yes, good. Yes, good. Ready? Get it. All right. Bed. Bed. Go in your bed. Tiki, bed. Good girl. So that is your homework for this week, all right? If you are still working on your freeze on stage 1 and 2, don't go to this stage, all right? You don't go to this stage until your dog understands the behavior in your hand first. So keep working stage 1 and 2 if you must for this next week. If your dog understands stage 1 and 2, then start working your tin to the ground and this stage. All right, have fun with your dog.